the second frame, I'm going to move from this composition to this frame 2. I mean, it fits. Okay, so frame 2 has a lot that's going to be going on. Okay, let's watch the video again. So we see the cheese scaling down from large to small, and then the burger just drops from the sky like this. The burger just drops, okay, from the sky before moving around like this. So let's start with the cheese scaling down. Okay, so here's our composition. We have our logo, our burger, text. We can right click this cheese text, create editable text, and then we can select the cheese text, hit S for scale, and we keyframe it. Maybe we move it to 3 seconds. I'm going to give a small space here, and then we're going to increase the scale. Okay, but as we increase the scale, we can see that it's scaling from the side. So I'm going to undo that, and we'll select Y or this tool over here, click the anchor point and move it into, or to get to the middle or the center. Then we can go back and then scale up so that it scales from the center. So let's see what the video shows us. So this is how it starts, then it goes down. Okay, so we can scale down a bit. Like this, and let's select over these, right click, and then easy ease. We're going to use a graph editor to smooth in how it gets through. So I'm going to start all over. Okay, let's go back to the video. So it happens within a very, very short time. Okay, it happens within a very, very short time. So from here to here, it all happens within 1 second. So the animation is very, very fast. Okay, but notice that the animation is together with the logo and also the text at the top, the blue glow. So instead of let me go to frame 2. instead of pursuing scale for only the, what do we call it, the text in the middle, we are going to parent, we are going to make it a parent of the logo and then the text at the top. But before then, we need to change this from maybe to make this within 1 second. So within 1 second, this should happen as you're seeing it. Okay, so I'll bring the point here or the playhead here and select burger, the burger text at the top and also the McDonald's logo. I'm going to click this and then parent them to the cheese text. Okay, so that the animation goes with the cheese text. Now, so this is, so oh, I think I did an error over there. I was supposed to parent it, not mask it. So McDonald's and burger parented to cheese. Okay, so it goes this way, Now the reason why we are seeing whatever we are seeing now is we are parenting after animating. So that is why we seem to be seeing an error over here. So we can undo the parenting, and then what we can do is we can copy the scale. Okay, we can copy it. So I select the scale here and do Control-C or even Control-X to cut the animations or the keyframing. Then we select the burger, and then the select the, so this is how the logo is actually supposed to end. So we can decrease this, move it to 100 rather than 131. Okay, so this is how things are supposed to be. Now we can now do the parenting to the cheese text. Then we select the cheese text again, select scale, and we do Control-V to paste our animation. And the moment we paste it, you can see what happens here. So the animation starts from this way. So 1 second, okay, and then that's smooth. But again, you don't want your logo and text being cut off like this in the beginning. So what we can do is we're going to select the logo and then the burger text, and then we are going to move them this way so that they start appearing somewhere here. So when we move the playhead, you can see, and then they appear here nicely. Okay, so they only appear when there is enough space for them to cover and they are not going to be cut off. Okay, so, and there you have it. So let's watch the video again. Okay, so we need to make the burger fly from the top to the bottom. Okay, so this is the burger. Let me move it up, and we can use some presets like you can find presets here from animation composer. I'm trying to find the best animation that fits. So let's see from top to bottom. Well, sometimes this can fit. Let's see. Let's try it and see. So I'm going to start it again. And you can see I'm just going to stop it at 5 for now. So I click N so that the playhead doesn't keep moving from the side. I think this is fine. So drops like this. Okay. And now let's move back to the project, and we want to add our green screen for the vapor. So this is it. I'm going to drag and drop. And I'll bring this onto the layer. So we have a vapor here. You can download such videos from YouTube and use for your videos. Now we need to take off the green. So what we can do is we go to effect and key in, then we select Keylight 1.2. okay, and once we have that, we select screen color, we pick the eyedrop tool and select the green here. So it takes away the color we want to hide. It takes it away, and then we are left with the vapor. So let's watch the video. So you can see the vapor on. Okay, maybe we'll move it up a bit so that, yeah. And it only has to appear when the burger appears. So bring it here like this. Or better still, we can link it or parent it to the burger. Okay, so that it moves, the vapor moves along with the burger at all times. Okay, so let me end it here and then play it again. Okay, so you're seeing how close we are to our vision. Okay, so that is cool. So I need us to move from frame 2 to the burger project, the main burger project, so that I just want us to appreciate what we are doing and understand what we're doing. So let's move frame 3 down and frame 2 to the center, and then so I want us to cut all these. So select all of them, Control Shift D to split, and then delete what we have, and then remove this way, remove this that way. I just want us to see or understand what we are doing. So we are flowing from our first frame to our second frame and then to our last frame. So this is what we are trying to achieve. This is what we are trying to achieve. So this is it. Let's go back to our video and so now how do we achieve this movement, this 3D like movement within After Effects? So this is what we are going to be doing next.